Good evening, good evening. It's Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. A little bit late. And TFT was down, actually. So it just came back up, so we're going to get some games in tonight. We're currently sitting still in Platinum. I played a couple games earlier, kind of on the treadmill with it. So it looks like we've got a little bit more of a, I guess, a learning curve, or like, I don't know, I suppose maybe some learning opportunities here in Platinum. Patch tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Close Steam here. See what kind of opener we get here. Everything that I've picked up over the past week or so is going to go out the door. Which is fine, because I'm excited about a new patch. They're nerfing meeps. So I'm already trying to like train my brain a little bit not to get too excited when I start seeing meeps in my shop. We'll see what kind of augment we get. We're going to be competing for Primordian as usual. That's kind of interesting. Random emblem. All right, let's take the emblem. We got a challenger emblem. Okay. That's interesting. So, I'm wondering if Xayah, maybe some sort of Xayah play. I need to think about this a little bit. We're gonna get a cape. To grab the Mord for the Dark Star here. Actually, could do this. We get the 2-stack Primordian as well. Could be good. I'm gonna put the Gensu's on Briar It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but at least I can get an item out. I think I've got an idea as to like something we can do here. Zaya's a sniper. We're definitely gonna have to do some sort of fast 8 play, like regardless. Got tiny duplicators here. Okay, so there's a Diana. I'm thinking Diana because of the challenger. Okay, so we can go 8. So maybe like a 2-cost reroll sort of play here. I think if we can stabilize this, we can get some good tempo going. I think we may have something viable here. I need these two here. So let's get rid of the more. We need an Akali as well. Lost streak early on for Anvils, not terrible. We're gonna have a little bit of trouble here, it looks like. This shepherd. I'm not really sure that this is going to have a place, but we usually don't have too many problems seeing Jinx in the store. So Jinx, Kindred, backline. I mean, usually when I don't want Jinx, I have an overabundance of Jinx, so. Oh my gosh. Okay, well that changes things a little bit. Hey Brantley, how are you? Hey Jane, how's it going? How have you been? I had the Challenger emblem on my bench, and I wasn't paying attention, and Pandora's item switched it. That's a big bummer. I need to do a quick scout here. All right. We are going to need Gunblade doesn't have a place for us. Actually, the Briar we don't need. Okay, Brentley, I'm gonna take a try. I'm gonna take a shot at this, okay? Because I don't speak Spanish. But I'm guessing that you're saying you can understand English, but you don't know how to write it. Is that correct? Hopefully that's correct. I don't know. Jane, we're all doing pretty well. My wife has been traveling a lot for work, unfortunately. But we're having a good summer. Yes? Okay, cool. Well, welcome. Bienvenidos. My Spanish is terrible, so I'm not even gonna try to... I'm not gonna embarrass myself by trying. Yeah, we're not in Florida right now either. We've been spending our summers away from Florida. The past few years. But it's been hot where we are here too, so... No, no French. English only. English solamente. I need a bow pretty bad here. Actually, this is good for Rek'Sai. What do I need to get rid of here? Headed to Rhode Island for a wedding here soon. Oh, that sounds good. All right, let's take the money. Just had your niece over for 3 weeks, which is fun. Oh, I can't speak English. I just like to I can speak English. I like to trick people with Spanish. I don't know why. Well, I understand just enough to get by, luckily. Most native Spanish speakers don't have a name Brentley either. So I was a little bit, I wasn't sure if I was being trolled or not, but I don't like to assume that because I don't think that's very friendly. But welcome all the same. Yeah, I'm in a kind of, I'm trying to make this work out. It's not going particularly well here. There's our kindred. No, you're fine. You're okay. I don't usually get any viewers on YouTube live streams, so I'm actually kind of a little bit excited that somebody's actually here for a change. Most of my viewership is on Twitch always, so. Which makes sense because I'm partnered on Twitch. I have been streaming there for a long time. Grab the Vex for the belt here. I don't actually need the Vex, but I do not know how to do French very well. I need to I've got the 4-piece challenger here. I wondered if that's going to help me stay alive a little bit here, because I don't think I have too many more deaths left. Maybe one, possibly two. I think we're gonna find out in just a second. Okay, we have one more now. There's the other kindred. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. I think we're pretty firmly dead here. Yep, bummer. A little bit of experimenting, but experimenting doesn't work, man. Hey BTX, what's up, man? You had this open since 10. I appreciate everybody swinging by. Experimenting doesn't seem to work. I think I had maybe a couple more lucky rerolls before I was able to stabilize, but yeah, that didn't go especially well. Oh, you had food poisoning? Oh no, it sucks, man. There you go. Brentley's got you with your I think that's, isn't that what that says? Gotta go, by the way. Okay. Well, if you're taking off, have a good night. Thanks again for swinging by. Oh, did you? Yeah. Kind of ran on the Platinum 4 treadmill a little bit, which it looks like we're continuing tonight. I was planning on being on earlier, but I ended up hanging out with my son for a while. I was like, you know what, I'll just stream closer to normal time. And I think the early time threw people off yesterday anyway, because I don't know that anybody was here for the first hour, maybe. So, like, probably just stick to the normal time. Maybe like an hour earlier, but I think 2-3 hours early, I think it throws people off. People are busy and things like that. Which is all good with me. It doesn't bother me too much either way in terms of what time I start. Like I saw people, like a few people starting to pop on later on, and I was like, I've already been live for a few hours, so I was like, like, if the normal time is what people are getting used to, I'd rather just do that, I guess, you know? We've got an interesting smattering of things here again. I think what ends up happening is that like people will say, oh, like your normal time is too late. And I'm like, okay, well maybe I can try to get on a little bit earlier, like on occasion. And then when I get on earlier, all the people that are used to the late schedule that the late schedule does work for, it either doesn't fit with theirs, and then the other people don't know about it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just overcomplicating it. It came on instead of doom scrolling. I don't spend a ton of time on anything anymore, like in terms of like I'm on X a little bit. Like I stream on X, but that's mostly just for like people to be able to be aware that the stream exists. Although I think because my account's been dormant for a long time, I don't know if I've been like shadow banned on X or something like that, because like I used to tweet something back in the day and I would get like a fair bit of engagement, and now like there's no engagement whatsoever. And I don't know if that's because like I don't want to assume I've been like shadow banned or something like that, because I don't know that that's actually happened. But it's just it's pretty different than what it used to be. And I think a lot of people have like kind of stepped away from X because it's gotten so political. So I'm not really on there anymore anyway. And that's where I was seeing the majority of like the things that were like kind of, I don't know, toxic maybe. And so I've just kind of gotten away from it altogether. I do know that X is known to significantly deprioritize people's posts if they have accounts that are not active for a long period of time. So I think that's probably what has happened. couple Nar here. I don't know if this person's committed. Yeah, and I'm just not a big fan of that. Like, I want to escape, you know what I mean? I don't want to have that stuff in my face all the time. I think I have like a sliver in my hand. Like one spot like on the palm of my hand where I was moving some things earlier. Like, it's like a kind of an odd feeling. Once in a great while, I'll see what my notifications are, and yeah, it's just toxic. It makes me want to pull my hair out. Mainly it's true on Facebook Reels or YouTube Shorts. I really go on Instagram. Haven't been on TikTok in a while. Yeah. Things have just changed so much. Like the formula for streaming and getting your name out there and like making sure that like people have some awareness to what's going on. It's changed so drastically. I don't even understand most of it now. I mean, and honestly, most of the discovery I ever had was all through Twitch anyway. And people finding the channel. And honestly, that was all DBD. I'm finding Teamfight Tactics to be in this current like Twitch landscape. I'm finding Teamfight Tactics to be, I don't think anybody new comes in anymore. Anybody who comes and watches my streams in this directory are people who already know who I am. Which again, not a huge deal. But as far as like growing the channel, I think if you're not like exceptionally good at this game, it's going to be pretty tough. I mean, I'm playing it and I'm streaming it because I just like it. Like, I'm just enjoying spending my time on it. Non-toxic killer, because I was looking somewhere to lurk and listen to the calming noise of murder. You can certainly find it here, or you used to be able to anyway. You used to could. Let's use it on the Vagar. I'd like to see if I can stabilize a little bit here. And let's go to 5. I should have just put Fizz out there. I don't know why I was rolling down. Somebody came in yesterday and was asking if I still stream DBD and that their cousin or that their family member was into it. I was like, that's the first time in a while anybody's like actually requested DBD. You found Jaro through me? Yeah. We talk all the time. We're trying to meet up IRL to hang out sometime. That's pretty cool. I've heard that a lot. That's probably the most important thing that I've experienced in streaming, is hearing about people who have made friends or even like found their significant other through my channel. Like, it was pretty wild. Like Ivy, you guys all know Ivy. Ivy, like whenever I'm in her channel, she's frequently like mentioning how like she got into streaming because of me, and like she's made so many good friends, and like beyond even Twitch, like spilled out into IRL, which like that's like, I absolutely love hearing that kind of stuff. That's like, that makes that to me, like those kinds of things alone make it all worth it, you know? Wonder how the numbers for DVD are. Most of the cash grab stuff I'm not a fan of, but maybe it's bringing in new crowds. Jason, I think, is doing good things for the game. The directory is, if you go, hang on, if you just go out to Twitch right now and you go to browse, yeah, here you go. Look. DVD is third most watched directory right now. 3 people above 1,000 viewers. So yeah, I would certainly say it's doing extremely well. It's the 3rd most watched directory on the whole platform after 10 years. That's some longevity, man, for like what was always like kind of designed to be a party game. Pretty amazing. Like, very impressive. If all I cared about was like building viewership, I would probably go back to that game. But I've placed my amusement and enjoyment above that, you know. Like if I strictly only cared about that. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yeah, that's right. Like I think killer queues are astronomically high right now. Well, I mean, because everybody wants to play the new killer. And some people in the community have been pretty open about the fact that, like, you know, I'm like kind of like me, like I'm just done with the game, you know. Tofu still streams it. I remember talking with Tofu back in the day because he was doing pretty well. He was doing pretty well with DVD, but he was tired of it. He wanted out of it. And so he started streaming another game, and he almost completely, I mean, he almost ended his channel completely. What was the name of that game he used to play? He went all in on that too. Like he gave it a really great, like he was actually really good at the game too. I can't remember what it was called. Hang on, I gotta ask AI. Because I do not remember. I'll figure it out. I think it was Radical Heights. Is that right? No, that's not it. There's something else. There's GNR. No, I can't remember. It definitely wasn't Radical Heights, although I do remember when Radical Heights came out. The only people I've watched any amount on Twitch recently has been me. Hybrid Panda, Matt Santoro. Yeah. Hybrid Panda, I think my current stream team that I have listed on my channel is still the Bamboo Crew, which was Hybrid Panda's stream team he invited me 2 years ago. I've made a couple connections and friends through that community. Yo, I need this person to pivot out of any Meeps comps completely. Like, just exit this comp. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a good dude. It's like take the Mordekaiser for the BF sword. I haven't talked to him in a long time though. It's been a long time. Put Nunu in there just for the time being. Need a bow for the skin suits. And we need gloves. Bow and gloves. Wearing your Puppers Summer Doggo tank top. Yeah, he was, man, I miss Max. He was just like, it was such an easy channel to hang out in, you know. He was just so, he was very kind and welcoming and just very, very easy to be around, you know. Yeah, that's too bad. I met him at TwitchCon and we just kind of met each other in passing. He was, I remember at the time, like he was walking through the convention floor and he stopped like to give me a hug and all that stuff. And that was like just the brief moment that I saw him. He was trying to tell me where they were going like later in the evening, like to hang out. Cause there's always after parties and stuff like that. And I was invited to a couple of them and he was trying to tell me where they were going, but like, he was hanging out like with I think it was like Noob 3 and I think Farmer John was with him and like a couple of the bigger DVD creators from like that period. So I didn't really get a chance to spend as much time with him as I would have appreciated, but really need those gloves. There's our Ramus. Jane, the whenever he would put on like that big T-Rex, inflatable T-Rex in the stream, in that that was always such a riot. That was my favorite. Then he also wasn't he in a trash can once too? I seem to remember like him being in a trash can. That could be incorrect, but I'll take the artifact. Let's put Vagar back in favor of getting our printer going here. Yeah, he was in a locker, but I think maybe it was the locker. I don't know why I thought trash can, but yeah, locker would have been, that probably would have been right. Not a trash can. Yo, this is pretty fantastic. 100% max health and 120% damage. Yep, dude, that's great. That's fantastic. We need to be at 8, however. And I don't have the money for that. I'm not feeling real great about where I stand with this. I think we're competing too much. We're like, a lot of us are just gonna end up getting taking L's in the end here. Yeah, good times, man. It was fun in that channel. He was very generous with me too, with like hosting me and things like that, and like just supporting words and encouragement. And you know, streaming is difficult, and it can be defeating. I think else. I'm running through Desolus right now, just trying to get FPs and aggroing everything. Oh. Wait, Desolus, are you playing WoW? Always, you're always playing WoW. WoW is great. Yeah, that's why I don't have a camera right now, and actually that's another reason why I'm playing games that are a little bit less intensive, because I'm on a laptop. I've got a 4080 RTX 4080 on this laptop. So it's got good power, but I don't know that it would handle certain games plus streaming. Leveling Hunter on Burning Crusade Classic. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, there's our karma. Oh, did I put a... Oh my gosh. Yeah, you've been on that for quite a while. I think whenever I see you in Steam, like whenever you like pop up on my Steam friends list, I pretty frequently see you in Baldur's Gate, which, by the way, I've still not played. Drop Nar in there instead. You've played another 2,000 hours. You've played more Baldur's Gate than I've played DBD. And I streamed DBD consistently for a couple of years straight. Like, that was the only game I played. for context. We really need another couple other Rammus. This mech build is he's not itemized Mighty Mech very well, but okay, that's a good start. We could probably ditch the Vagar and probably the Poppy. I'm gonna put that back on Nar. Oh, yikes, that's a little bit scary. What is this? It's a misfortune. Snipers. $2,500. Wait, is that 2252? It's a lot of hours, Jane. That is a lot of hours. We need more damage. Striker's Flail. That's probably good. There's our Bard as well. I'm struggling a little bit here, and I need to be able to put another Dark Star on this board to make this comp work out fully. We should win this though if my Rammus can. No, never mind. Okay. I was gonna say if we can keep Rammus alive, we should be okay, but it was close. One more Rammus. Thank you. Three more Gunnar, and I need $56 more. I think we're kind of in the bone zone here, but we might get top 4. But I do think it's going to be a little bit close. All right, that helps a little bit. I don't feel so bad about rolling down because we got two things we kind of need here. Top 4. All right, we already won. Not gonna bother with Fizz. Okay. I literally pet a cat, talked to a genie, found out about a clown, and I went to sleep and haven't been on since. Wait, are you talking about Baldur's Gate? Is that what that means? Okay, yeah, sounds right. Infinity Edge, that's what we were looking for. Gonna grab them now. I think we're gonna have a heck of a time though. Need that Rammus to stay up just a little longer. There we go. Oh no. Just not keeping my my Gnar alive long enough. Or Corky. Yo, what's up, Meth? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. One more Gnar. Yeah, it's not looking great though. I don't have the highest of hopes, if I'm being completely honest here. Baldur's Gate is based on a version of Dungeons and Dragons that like just seems super foreign to me. Like, and I think it's just because I haven't been exposed to enough of the future like editions. Oh, come on. I should have rolled down. I thought we would have more. We died with exactly 0 health, so that was just bad luck. But 3rd place. We're on the Platinum treadmill. Platinum 4 treadmill. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, now I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So the Baldur's Gate, the original Baldur's Gate, was the last exposure to any Dungeons and Dragons I had of any kind. And that was, I played through Baldur's Gate, the original Baldur's Gate, maybe twice. I played it once when it was brand new, and keep in mind that was like what, early 2000s? Like, when did that come out? 2000, 2001, something like that. What version of Dungeons and Dragons was that even? Hmm. 3.5. So that would have been the last D&D exposure I had. And so when I think of D&D, I think I have a very, very outdated image in my head of what D&D is. Because I think about, you know, almost more medieval high fantasy. You know what I mean? Knights in armor, cloth wearing casters, and like that probably still is pretty firmly in place, but like, you know what I mean? Like the setting was much different. I watched some people stream the new Baldur's Gate, and some of the characters looked like aliens, and I'm like, I don't even understand, or like I don't understand what I'm watching at this point. All right. Pantheon it is. Need to think about how I'm going to do this here. Astral plane. I suppose that tracks. You had never heard of them before Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, it just seems weird looking to me. Obviously the environments are much more refined too. I may have. I don't know if that actually will work here. This might be some kind of Space Groove type of situation with Pantheon with a brawler buff. Maybe. I don't have an emblem. BG3 takes place specifically in the setting of Faerun on the Sword Coast. There are many areas and settings to choose from. Currently playing in the D&D horror setting called Ravenloft. It's wonderful. Ooh, okay. That sounds kind of interesting. Horror setting D&D sounds a little bit more up my alley, I think. I think my interests have just evolved quite a lot too. I'm finding it much more difficult for games to hold my attention for longer periods of time. I think I'm struggling with that a little bit lately, I'm finding. This game has been doing it for me, which is why I've leaned in so hard, but yeah, it's been tough for me with that lately. I wish that wasn't the case. Okay, if we get a Space Groove emblem, I'm gonna be a super happy guy. Challenger, okay. Do get a Reforger though. Dark Star. That's kind of interesting. Let's gamble with it one more time. Alright, let's gamble with it one more time. Okay. We got Rogue. Not what we were looking for, obviously. It could, though, if we leaned into Gwen, maybe. We actually don't need more either. I'm like, you know what? Let's just gamble with this. Let's just definitely gamble very hard with this. Well, why not? It's there. We gotta use it, right? Three, and we got a 3-star Pantheon on the deck. Feels good, man. Where are we here? I think we're right on track. We're right on track here for level 7. So explain, if you don't mind, explain the environments in the context of like the entirety of your gameplay. So what I'm asking is, if you choose Ravenloft, do you pretty much stay there the whole, like, for the entirety of that campaign? Is that how that works? It was very quiet. I didn't even get a chance to see who triggered that sound effect either. I'm assuming it's Jay. There he is. It was so quiet, I know, I'm sorry. No one's played one for a while, and it's on a different track on my mixer, and I just didn't have it turned up. My bad, man. Okay, yes, you'll travel through the different domains of Ravenloft, but you'll be in the plain Ravenloft forever. Only one creature's ever managed to... Okay, canonically. Got it. Okay, I see. Thank you, that helps. You cocked him once, Aurelian. Here, you know, I'll fix it. Hold on, I'll fix it. There, I made it right. Customers always satisfied. I was about to say. You've been here, but what's up? Good to see you. I mean, good to talk to you. You don't hear it? What? You still didn't hear it? I can hear it. How come you guys can't hear it? Now we have to test. Yeah. It's definitely playing. I can hear it in my headphones. That's strange. Well, I don't know, chat. I can fix it after. But either way, how are you? Good to see you. Actually having a pretty strong game here for the most part. We should be able to go to 8. Did you watch the draft? My son and I watched the draft. I was going to stream earlier. I ended up not because we got sucked into watching the draft. These are not great. I guess Varus's obsession. I don't know. Not the biggest fan. Okay, we're gonna need to start using items here. I really need to start building items for Nunu. I know it'd also be nice if I saw Nunu in my shop. One Warren also. Oh, this is why. Okay. Well, we might be in a little bit of trouble after all then. I didn't see any Nunu, which is good. I did see a couple Tom Kench out there though. But as far as Horn is concerned, I think we're screwed on that. Yeah, I guess we could go with the other Bastion. That's a good call out. And I know I've got a million items on my bench here that I need to use. All right, I need money, so. Hey, there we go. Blitzo or Nami, they're both good choices. I built items for Nami already, but I mean, Blitz is... I think it's probably a better choice here. You have blue buff here, right? No. Well, this sucks. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. We just have no damage at all, and the front line is just getting completely erased.
Not quitting till it's right.
Okay. Out of necessity, I'm doing some things I might not have otherwise done. Yep, that's it. GG's. That was pretty bad. Not scouting. Right back to 0. I will tell you, playing Teamfight Tactics is, when you're learning the game and you're trying to rank, like, it is very much like a masochistic experience in some cases. Like the roller coaster while you're trying to learn and while you're trying to figure things out. It does, it really does. It hurts in like the best way, but then also like in a really annoying way at the same time, if that makes sense. Gotta scout better. I think I also haven't played a whole lot of comps where I've had Pantheon in the mix, and that threw me off a bit. Also tried to force in a tried to force him into a comp where I wasn't seeing, like, I didn't have an emblem, and I didn't have Tom Kench, who I'd usually have earlier as well. So glass half full, empty. It'll definitely cement you into a category by making the LP you gain loss that much more steep to climb. If you're struggling, it also resets each set. So how far are we into Space Gods? Like, when did this set release? Jay says I played auto chess for a bit but never tried TFT. It's really good, man. I don't know how much or how little you've gotten into League of Legends at any point, but I'm roughly familiar with a number of these champs and how they play in Standard League. All right, I'll try this as well, just because we already have so many. Came out in April, likely halfway done. Okay, so there's a chance if I start picking things up a little bit better and I start playing better, there's a chance I could maybe get to like Emerald, maybe. Best case scenario. Even with the patching, it tweaks a small thing. Yeah, I was reading through I read through the patch notes a couple of times actually, and it looks interesting. Like, meeps are going to be nerfed, seemingly. Actually, let me grab Jax here. Strongest Aatrox becomes an attack fighter. It's an ability that swaps with 3 different strikes. So no longer a tank when you play one like that. They could buff something you feel super comfy with. Let's you steamroll a full week of wins. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Got it. That makes sense. What do I think about the honest trade? I don't know. They kind of gave up a lot to get him. You know, my biggest issue with Giannis isn't whether or not he's a good athlete, because he's obviously he's a tremendous athlete. He's a big fucking crybaby is the issue I have with him. And I'm wondering how he's going to fit in. I'm wondering how he's going to fit in that culture, you know? And, you know, they gave up they're definitely trying to win right now. Tyler Hero was their primary scorer. He's gone now. So I don't know, man. It seems weird to me, I suppose. But yeah, they gave up a boatload. Now, the synergy that he may have with Bam Adebayo might be really good, or it might be really terrible, and I think that's kind of what we need to... I think that's what we need to understand a little bit better. Yeah, and as you mentioned, the health being a concern is also not good. So we'll see, man. So as far as like, what do I think of it? I think we don't know enough yet. Might sound a little bit like a cop-out, but that's kind of what I think. Yeah, and you know, if he doesn't get his way, like I said, going back to like the diva that he's become, if he doesn't get his way, like is he gonna give a half-hearted effort, you know? He's only happy if like there's steamrolling. You know what I mean? Like seemingly. That's the only time he ever seems satisfied. Which, I mean, of course, everybody obviously wants to win. I'm playing a one-cost reroll, by the way, here. Or just like play through, just be a professional, you know, and like play through the stuff you don't care for, you know, like like anybody else who's paid as much as he is. I don't know. Maybe my expectations need to come down a little bit, you know. Maybe. All right, so we 3-starred our Aatrox, I believe. There's an Akali as well. Very good. So we'll see, man. I like the Bulls pick. Obviously, I'm a Bulls fan. Born and raised Chicago. So I'm pretty happy about that. There's our 3-star Talon. We need some more items here. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw me pull this. I got the stellar combo. You get an Aatrox. Strongest Aatrox becomes an attack fighter. So I'm just building them like a, you know, like a Mighty Mech maybe. Or not Mighty Mech, Ergot. Maybe somewhere in between. There's our Jax. So 3-star Jax, 3-star Aatrox, 3-star Talon, 3-star Caitlyn. And then I'm building towards the rest of the Nova. And then Twisted Fate if I can get more Twisted Fate out there. And we'll have our Stargazer as well if I can eventually get a Kindred. We also got an artifact here. One more Akali. There's a Kindred. Need some items here, some good stuff. There's a Kali 3-star. Now we can start adding, I think. Wow, that hits pretty hard actually. It's not very fast though. We need the right items. That's probably what we want there actually. It is indeed. Yeah, this is working out okay. So far. Red buff? No. I don't think so. Spirit Visage. Maybe? I think I'd prefer a gargoyle if I can get a gargoyle, but red buff may not be terrible here though. This is the first time I've ever gotten this augment before. So, I mean, I already had 2 on my bench, so I'm like, yeah, why not, right? I might as well give it a try. This isn't reliant on 5 and 4 cost. It seems Ape goes Aatrox does what? Striker's flail. That was a terrible roll. It's fine. Let's get our Maokai up there. What in the world? Oh. I was very confused by that. But now we have our 4 Nova, so. It's pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. We got the amp baked in here too. And with Aatrox, we don't need any amp. What's up, Red Fox? The goat? I don't know about that one. But we're trying. Shout it from the mountaintops. You will be alone, my friend. I do appreciate it. Stargazer. Stargazer is allies in empowered hexes gain 15% damage amp, which increases by 5% for each 3-star ally, of which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. So it's actually, it's pretty good. Hand of Justice. Oh, I'm sorry. Medallion. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it suits us for this game too. I'll save that. I need to get my Kindred out there. I just keep rolling down. I gotta probably stop doing that. But we're on a streak, so I mean it could end here actually. A space groove. Speaking of broken. Yep, looks like it's coming to a halt here. We gave it a good run. I'm holding a bunch of items, so. Let's see. I think for Twisted Fate, we can probably use this. That wouldn't be too bad. I'm still looking for a couple other things in particular. Dude, that Aatrox hits so hard. It's really good. I gotta pick these up when I can get them. Really need 2 more Twisted Fate for another 3-star. Thank you. Yes, I was privy to that, but I've got Pandora's items, and so I'm waiting for them to basically re-roll into like the optimal. Yeah, so it's deliberate. Yes, sir. Maybe we have trouble with this one too, maybe. Possibly. No, all good. All good. These are my augments if you're curious. So this is why we have this whole setup in the first place. Aatrox is an attack fighter now. Pandora's items. So those are the 2. $52. Yeah, that's just kind of how that ended up going. But yeah, I do like the extra money, especially when I play a game like this where I'm doing a 1-cost reroll and I'm leveling very late, you know. It helps me sort of recover. Yeah, I think once we have Kindred out there and a couple other items, I think we should be in pretty good shape. It's just, man, it's gonna depend on what is it with Space Groove. God, dude, that Space Groove build is so tough to overcome. Don't need it. I mean, I guess we could re-roll it, but it's the second time we've had Edge of Night, which I don't need. Mecha I like a lot. Yeah, I've won a few matches with Mecha. This Caitlyn's damage shrivels up a little bit whenever people are all close in her face. Dude, watching a soul fly around is kind of amusing to me also. All right. Where does this belong? It's not looking so hot now. But we got top 4, and at the end of the day, that's really kind of all that matters. But I think this Maokai is gonna be, this is gonna be all she wrote here. Oh, maybe not. Top 4 starts to fall off for progress. Oh, you mean as far as points? Yeah, we're second place now. That's probably where we'll finish. Okay, so I guess let's throw these out there. Yeah, Corky's good. Their meeples are getting they're getting nerfed into oblivion tomorrow. Like tomorrow it's happening. Oh, so close. That actually was much closer than I thought it was going to be. These don't stack, so... Yeah, okay. Well. Wish me luck, chat. Oh, they must have gotten something. Just TFT, yeah. I never really got into League, despite being a Dota player. I'll hit him with the GGs. All right. The platinum treadmill continues. Yeah, I don't have the time to invest in becoming a respectable league player and not just get completely flamed off every match. Yep. Well, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. I want to take a second to let you all know I appreciate you guys coming in. Be live again tomorrow. Do you guys want me to start earlier tomorrow or not? I wasn't sure if the early start yesterday threw people off a little bit, because I was like, by the time I was ending is around the time when I typically start. So I don't know if anybody has a preference, but I've got flexibility tomorrow, so I can start earlier. But yeah, I agree, BTX. It seems like that's kind of the case. So all good either way. I just want to be available, I guess. But thanks for coming in tonight. I really appreciate the love and support. Yeah, TFT has been good. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye.